a spot that I wanted to perform at, which is St. Patrick's Cathedral. It's ringed by surveillance cameras, the little mobile ones. And what I was thinking of doing is making a surveillance play that would be something like this. What if a child made the mistake that the surveillance cameras were the eyes of God, rather than a device to protect the church property, so that you could hold up plays saying, praying to God, but you're actually praying to the surveillance camera. It's right up there. People like to watch things. So what we would like to do is exploit people's desire to watch interesting footage, and at the same time decondition them to act in certain ways around the police and surveillance cameras.
A friend of mine told me about him, and I went and showed up to see a performance, and liked what was going on, didn't like the cameras, so I joined up.
My favorite thing is getting my name in lights, of course.
What better way to protest the cameras than, like, subvert them to your own use?
The event that was very important for galvanizing the surveillance camera players was a personal experience of mine. I did a Freedom of Information Act search in all cities in which I have lived. And the local FBI informed me in a letter that they did indeed have a file on me, and that it was in fact an electronic surveillance file, and that no, I couldn't see it because it was active. We will be appearing on station C1. That will be our TV station for the night. If we were really an anarchist group, we'd simply attack and destroy the cameras. We'd be masked, we'd be individually anonymous, the group would sit with itself and be not open, wouldn't have a website, and would just simply converge on the cameras and destroy them. Susan, you get the great stuff about authoritarianism, and I get the final two lines. Let's do this before the security guy comes and speaks to me.
You want to take the sign away from you, please? You can't put the sign. You can't do this on campus.
It's public space, and we can.
Can, yeah. We can all the time.
Ready, go.
Hey, you gotta stop this. Sir, you gotta stop. All right? There's a lot of things that have to be done before you can film on this property. You gotta have insurance.
Well, isn't it sir, I don't mean it to be difficult, but it's a public place.
It is open to the public, but the activities that are taken care here is still private property.
But we're under,
private property open to the public, and you can't do this here.
We're under 21 people.
No.
We're only doing something that's going to last 2 minutes.
No.
You're only proving our point about how ominous the situation is here. And people are not free to do what they
That's
want.
private property there, and we're protecting that.
It's history. How can you own the Berlin
Because
Wall?
it was purchased. Stop now. We already told the police.
The police, I don't mind seeing the police, they say the same thing to me
Well,
every
we
time.
have a very good relationship, and they will stop this.
Okay, I'm super sorry. Okay, folks,
Pack it up and go.
this is 1984. 15 years too late. Kicking in now. David, you might as well stop.
I prefer not to be filmed. Well, that's all right.
You might have been curious as to what the hubbub wasn't. Performance did not take place here. Is that interesting to you?
Knowing this, that we're being on the camera, you know.
Step back closer to the curb. You're gonna stop anybody, okay?
What's your problem with surveillance cameras? If they get drugs out of Washington Square Park or whatnot, I mean,
Cameras begin to create their own, the need for themselves, and they'll never be removed. The logic of it is sort of like cancer. You have to have it spread out everywhere. In Washington Square Park, there's 11 cameras. The cop, when we went there last time, he said, we can read the change in your hand. If cameras are absolutely everywhere, people over the long term will learn how to perform in front of them. And I'd be concerned that they no longer know when they're off camera and when they're on camera.
Those of you who are real artists in the audience should think about either forming your own surveillance camera players or in some ways contributing to the existing group. It seems very appropriate that there isn't one surveillance camera players group and people wait for us to tour in their area of the city or their area of the country. It's much more important that totally autonomous groups rise up and take up the same principle.
The thing that always bothered me about being a teacher and seeing other teachers is they can talk about poisons and sickness without getting angry, without becoming upset, without becoming concerned that it's not important anymore to tell people that there is sickness and there is poison. People found out about the Tuskegee experiments when they were too late. People found out that cigarettes were addictive and cancer-producing too late. I think with surveillance cameras, there's the same danger that people will not realize until it's too late that the recording of their image really does affect their liberty.
Those cameras have cut crime by 50%.
All right.
Live here, Caravan.
Big Brother is watching you.
Well, you know, somebody's got to. We're not fit to do it ourselves.
Somebody's got to watch us.